How's it going, reinventors? I want to show you what resilience means and why it's important for reinventing yourself. For the inspiration and motivation to make major changes in your own life, subscribe to my channel and click on the bell to be notified when I post new videos on Tuesdays and Thursdays. I'm Amelia Sims and I am a retired pastor. I was a pastor for 20 years where I inspired and motivated people in the churches. And now I'm on a journey to renew myself, and I want to inspire folks just like you from all backgrounds and beliefs so that you can live a life of joy, fulfillment, and purpose. You may have heard of the term resilience. It's sometimes thrown around in psychology articles and sometimes some self-help books and videos. So you may have heard the term being used and probably wonder, well, what does that mean? I want to show you what it does mean, what it is, and why it's so important for reinventing yourself. You will learn why this is actually a skill, and it is possible to learn this skill. I'm going to be following this up with another video that's entitled How to Build Resilience, and that will give you the skills necessary for you to build your resilience. I would like to share this quote with you from Mary Holloway. Resilience is knowing that you are the only one that has the power and the responsibility to pick yourself up. Yes, resilience is in your hands, people. And here's why. In a recent article entitled The Psychology of Change, Dr. Kathleen Smith says that resilience is simply being able to cope with change. That's right. Resilience is simply the ability to cope with change. In other words, resiliency is all about being able to deal with the challenges that life brings, the changes that come our way, whether they are good changes or simply challenging or stressful or even grief-producing changes. Our ability to cope with these changes is termed resilience. Life brings all kinds of changes. How will you adapt and act or react to life's changes? When you make the choice to reinvent yourself, and I hope that you're either considering that or you've already begun, you are going to face several changes. And resiliency is a skill that you have got to develop in order to deal with all those changes. And as I said, it is a skill, so that's good news. And not only that, having that skill, developing that skill, and deciding to reinvent yourself all means that this is in your control. There's a lot of changes in life that's not within your control, but these are some that are. Resiliency is that skill that you need to deal with the changes in your life. Thinking about reinventing or in the midst of reinventing, you need to go with the flow. You need to roll with the punches. Get yourself up, dust yourself off. Okay, those all sound like cliches, right? But they are so true. And that's what resiliency is all about. Reinventing yourself opens up so many opportunities to be resilient and deal with those changes and roll with those punches and be able to adapt no matter what you're deciding that life is throwing at you. That's right. You are in control when you've decided to make these changes and when you've decided to develop the skills to deal with those changes. As somebody, maybe you're like me, who might enjoy being in control, this is really good news because this means, okay, instead of all of these things on the outside that are stressing me out because I can't control them, I'm going to make some decisions that's going to mean I am in control. You know, when they say self-transformation or self-help, the self is you, and you've decided to make changes, and you can develop those skills to deal with those changes. When you do this, you are going to be having so much more confidence in yourself, and you will be able to be even more resilient as the changes come through reinventing yourself. Now you know what resilience is and how important it is for reinventing yourself, but you still need to learn those skills. So in my next video that I am going to post above, if it's not yet posted, you can watch it in a couple of days, that will give you some of the skills for not just reinventing, but anything else that comes along in life. I want to know how you have built resilience or how you have shown resilience in some of the changes that life has brought to you. In the comments below, please answer that question. What kinds of resilient skills have you shown or developed, or how have you really rolled with the punches in terms of what life has thrown at you? If this video was helpful for you, please be sure and give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe and share with those who might be interested in resiliency or reinventing. Don't forget there is a Facebook group, YouTube for Reinventors, that there's a link below that you can follow that so you can get some support in your own reinventing journey. And check out these two videos for more inspiration and tips on reinventing yourself. Have a great one.